Your Treasure Coast home may be beautiful. You might have the perfect kitchen and the backyard oasis that you spent years perfecting. But in 2026, none of that matters if your house is technically unsellable. And what I mean by that is, right now I'm seeing more deals fall apart all over the Treasure Coast because of one thing: the 4-point inspection. Insurance companies have tightened the screws so hard that a 15-year-old roof, or even some specific brands of electrical panels, can kill the sale of your home before a buyer even has a chance to sign on the dotted line. So today, I'm going to give you the 3-step insurability audit that you need to do before we ever put that for sale sign in your yard. I'm Ronnie Dinsmore, and I've helped homeowners across the Treasure Coast navigate what has become one of the most complex insurance markets in the entire country. Selling a home used to be all about having a clean kitchen, the right price, and plenty of sunshine. Today, it's about the 4 major systems: roof, electrical, plumbing, and HVAC. And if all 4 of these are not up to 2026 standards, then the buyers that are looking at your home might not be able to get the insurance coverage that's needed. Then their lender won't be able to fund the loan, and you're stuck back at square one. By the end of this video, I'm hoping that you'll know exactly what an inspector is looking for, and more importantly, how to fix it for a fraction of the cost before it becomes a deal breaker later on. Now let's get started with the biggest one: the roof. We used to say that a shingle roof would last 25 years. And now in 2026, insurance companies have basically cut that in half here in South Florida. So if your roof is 15 years or older, you're entering what's known as the danger zone. Now there has been new Florida laws like State Bill 808 that has been put into place to ensure that insurance companies can't just automatically drop you because of the age of the roof as long as you have at least 5 years of life left. But an inspector has to prove it. So how do we combat this? Well, we get a wind mitigation and a 4-point inspection done before we list your home. If your roof is 15 years or older, then we can have a licensed roofer come out and do a roof recertification and document it that it's still sound. It may cost a few $100 up front, but it can save a $500,000 sale further down the road. And now, the roof isn't the only thing that can leave you in the dark. Electrical panels is where I typically see the most surprises in places like downtown Stuart or the older sections of Vero Beach. There are certain electrical panels that are on the literal blacklist. If you have something from Federal Pacific, Zenco, or Challenger panels, most insurance companies will flat out refuse to write a policy. And you may be wondering why. Well, that's because those brands are known fire hazards. And I've seen sellers literally get a week away from the closing table just to find out that they have to replace that entire panel to the tune of $2,500 before the buyer can move in. So, right now, you should go to your laundry room or garage, or wherever your panel is, open that front door up, and see what the brand name is. If it's one of those 3, don't wait for a buyer's inspectors to find them. Replace it now. It may make your home 10 times more attractive because you can literally say that you're listing the home with a brand new panel and it's fully insurable. Now let's talk about the silent deal killer, the one that we don't always see: plumbing. And more specifically, your water heater and the piping material. On the Treasure Coast, we had a lot of homes built in the 1980s and 90s that used the old polybutylene piping, and that's most definitely a no-go for the majority of insurance companies. And you also want to make sure to watch that water heater's birthday, because if it's 10 to 12 years old, even if it looks like it's perfect and works amazing, an inspector may flag it as nearing the end of its life. I've seen situations in the past where a water heater came up on an inspection and a buyer's insurance required it to be replaced within 30 days of closing. Because of that, the buyer got cold feet and decided to walk away, and we could have simply avoided that by spending roughly about $1,200 on a new unit before we ever went under contract. Let me just give you a quick version to take with you now. Before you list your home on the Treasure Coast, you need to check these 3 things: your roof age, your electrical panel, and the age of your water heater. That's it. Those 3 things are responsible for the majority of deals I've seen fall apart so far in 2026. And I put together a simple pre-listing checklist that walks you through the entire same thing that I walk through with my clients. And it's absolutely free for you to download in the description below. And if you're not sure where your home stands, do this for me. Drop your zip code and the roof age in the comments below. I check those every week, and I will personally tell you whether your home would have an issue getting insured in today's market. And that's not something that you'll be able to get from a simple Google search. And don't forget, if you found this helpful, make sure to hit that subscribe button because I put stuff like this out every single week. Our market is changing fast, and you deserve to know exactly what's happening.